Coinbase.com. Fucking website's broken.
That's the problem. Too many coins going in and out.
I honestly think that that's what it is.
Cryptocurrency, baby. That's the only Christmas gift America needed.
We should be mining. Wait, why are we not mining Bitcoin here?
We get
so
the
worried Bruce would
interns.
get this
Yeah,
idea.
we get the interns start mining. What are we doing?
Scott?
You coming back for another semester?
I just invested in shark cards. Is that a good idea?
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Okay.
That's gonna...
Those aren't investments.
What?
You bought.
They buy me jetpacks and cars.
Yeah. While Bruce is pouring over them stocks, I'm gonna be in Destiny.
Oh boy. Well,
Getting paid at my own light level through the roof.
this episode does not have a sponsor. This is a
What?
free episode straight to you, the fans.
We decided to give back.
Bruce is gonna go ahead and pay for it with all of his cryptocurrency.
What?
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you,
Champagne
Bruce.
room.
Wait
Thanks,
a minute, that's
buddy.
not an investment.
If you guys want to tip
Bottle service.
0.001 Bitcoins at us, a little tip of the hat there, just go ahead and do that in the chat.
Send
We'll
your
have
QR codes.
We scanning those QR codes, yeah.
Funhaus at bitcoin.mining.scam.
That's scam.
Hey, your first question this week comes from the Eyehole Manio. Disney has bought Rooster Teeth and has charged Funhaus to make a new Airbud. Yay. What is the plot of the new Airbud?
I'm going to make the eighth installment? Airbuds. And you realize so the marketing material for Airbuds,
A dollar
you
sign.
can't spell
Oh.
AIDS without Airbuds. And it'll be, the whole plot is basically about puppies fighting AIDS.
Disney.
Yeah, and they'll do it.
I guess we include Airbud in the MCU. That's the next goal. So Iron Man's new dog, Iron Bud, coming to theaters summer 2022.
Cool.
Tony's like, oh boy, where's my dog? Ark! And then he flies away because
Well-
arc reactor, get it?
Ugh.
Kill me.
Jesus.
I think he needs a dark, gritty reboot.
Like the Nolan Batman?
Like the Nolan Batman,
Okay, all right.
or like Logan, or
All right,
something
all right.
like dark and gritty. Airbud is no longer golden retriever. He's like a mangy pit bull.
Cool.
Oh.
And he's on the streets, and he doesn't have an owner.
Mine's a little dark too, and it's also it breaks the fourth wall to an extent. So you guys know JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme plays himself in
Yes.
it.
Yeah,
One of the Airbuds plays himself, and he's going to get revenge. He's been replaced by a newer, younger dog.
Oh, no.
So he's playing himself, former Airbud star, trying to get revenge.
It's
And
gonna be tough because the dog's dead. But
true,
wow.
yeah.
What are we?
I think meta's where you go with it. When you tell every story, what do? You tell a story about telling a story. So it's the dystopian year 3037 or whatever, and it's the story of how the original Airbuds got so successful that they became the executive staff of Disney, and now they are charged with directing a new Airbud. So it's your Cabin in the Woods, it's your new nightmare.
Gotcha.
It's your Jay and Silent Bob
Like
Save
Wes
Hollywood
Anderson,
or whatever.
Isle of Dogs.
Exactly.
But executives.
Whatever that is. But yeah, so it's got your dark notes. You know, they get a little wrapped up in drugs. They get called out for getting a little posy with some lady dogs at
I have
holiday
one
parties.
question. Do they bark orders?
They do.
Okay.
These very successful dogs lay a ton of tail.
Yeah, it's one like doing a presentation in front of the board members, and they cost a fur ball, and they all clap.
Yeah, it's from all the cocaine.
Oh.
Isn't rabies just AIDS for dogs?
Rabies makes you stronger. AIDS makes you weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we could find a way to make a rabies AIDS fusion strain, and sell
Raids.
that.
We'll call them raids.
Pete, do you have an answer for this?
I'll just say Airbud runs for president, I think.
Has that been done?
It hasn't.
That hasn't been done.
What would it be called?
First Bud.
Commander and Bark.
You just put bark in everything.
Next question.
Dog Park.
All right, next
Something
question
about
from
Rover.
Grant T.
Rover Cleveland.
Airbud Rover Cleveland.
He
Oh.
gets assassinated by John Wilkes Bark. George
He
Barkington.
just puts bark in everything.
I can't think. I didn't sleep much.
John Barkdums.
All right, next question from Granny Raid. At work, I sometimes watch your videos to avoid actually doing any work. In fact, I'm doing that right now. What are some things you guys do to skip out on work at your job?
I actually have a paper mache version of myself that I'll occasionally set up at my desk, but you guys almost never notice. It's like ever see Escape from Alcatraz when Clint Eastwood spends like 8 years working on a paper mache head that he can set in the bed so that way he can escape. Except when you look at it, it's garbage, and it's like, how'd that trick anybody? That's what it is.
Okay.
I use Clint Eastwood's head.
That's what that smell was.
I like to tell John to meet me out on the set and come alone, and then we look at costumes together.
Very sneaky. Wow.
The default thumbnail size for YouTube is usually 720p, but sometimes people don't notice, but I'm doing something in 640 or 640 by 360 or whatever. That's just for me. That's me time.
I don't understand that. One of the things you guys don't know about me is that I love to make money.
Yeah.
And so what I do in my spare time is it's up 500% right now. Litecoin's up 500%.
Just buy some,
From
Bruce.
when?
I
though?
can't. I've been trying to buy the whole time.
Dollars up a lot too over time.
I haven't bought any because it won't
mostly
verify
down.
my
No,
email.
what?
Coinbase is broken.
Next question from Paul Shark, Mall Cop. Merry Christmas, Funhaus. Glad tidings to you all. What's the best way to tell that a panhandler's faking it?
They're all faking it. They all have cars and 2-story houses. I'll be damned if I get taken advantage of by any 2-bit homeless person.
Why are you looking at me?
Even if 3 ghosts came to me tonight and taught me the true meaning of giving, I wouldn't do it.
Oh wait, we didn't ask Matt Peak about skipping out on your job.
Doesn't matter.
He doesn't.
He just did.
I always look at their shoes. If they have really nice shoes, then I know. Because, like, my shoes are like shit. Like, I literally wear shoes that once used a saw blade demo disc to cut through.
Oh, my shoes! Why is it working?
So, like, I have garbage shoes. If they have better shoes than me, I know they must be doing better than me in some way.
Whenever I see Omar out there in those really nice shoes and he's begging, he's asking me for money, I'm not going to give it to him. He's got
Shave
those
your
really nice
beard.
shoes. Yeah, he's
Come
got
on.
Shave your beard.
Pick yourself up.
And
Get
we
a job.
We know you got nice shoes.
Bruce, what about you?
What I'll usually do is I'll give them $1, but it's tied to a string. And so when I do that, I go, huh? And then I pull it back. If they don't get mad, that means they're poor because they don't have the energy to be mad.
And you should be using Bitcoins, not dollar bills.
Oh,
That stuff's-
I'm sorry.
You
when I give them-
you hand them a QR code when they take out their iPhone 10.
I
and
know
then
they're
scan it, you're like,
bullshitting.
gotcha.
I knew you were part. Yeah,
Give me that.
If they take out their iPhone 6,
Yeah,
then
then
I
you're
know
like,
they're poor.
ooh, yeah.
But the X,
You give them an
No.
extra
then
dollar.
no way, no
Yeah.
way.
Peak, how do you beat homeless people?
Best way to tell they're faking? I don't know. Maybe if they say they're hungry and then you try and give them food and they don't want food.
Peak, I got a plan for you.
They don't want it. When they don't want you to buy them food, they just want your money.
Why don't you try to infiltrate them? Why don't you join them? Put your hood on, walk up and be like, hey, just grunt at them, and then if they pull out $100 bill, you know they're faking it.
But if it's on a string, you know there's
That's
someone on,
me, yeah.
on the inside.
They go, Peak, what are you doing here?
Lima Charlie writes, if you're making Dracula into a movie, what would you do with it? When and where would you set it? What kind of architecture is involved? What sorts of art is present? And what kinds of music you'd use as foreground and background to the action? It's not really full. Well, whatever. Who would you cast, and how would you see the characters in relation to one another, i.e. villains, heroes, foils, victims, etc.? And a little parenthetical here, I literally just copy and paste this from my Humanities 1301 term paper prompt. So if y'all could get on this before winter break, that'd be great.
So we got to write his paper for him.
This is a pretty sweet term paper.
Yeah.
The thesis should be, imagine if Dracula had raids.
Yeah, well then the next paragraph. Why Bitcoin is popular and will be more popular. Please give me money.
Next paragraph.
Casting, let's get on the winning train before the train left the station. All dogs, with raids, obviously. But the villain will have to play up the raids a little bit. Everybody else will have to tone it down.
Now we're into the meat of the paper, so
I was
who's
gonna say,
next?
for music, we'd use the Panhandlers Choir, a very famous group of panhandlers that moan and groan and Peak brings them back food.
Elise, wrap it up.
Victims, no fat chicks.
No fat chicks.
No fat chicks. And then Peak, why don't you do the big bibliography here?
Bibliography would be Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Right?
And that's it.
Say Dracula 2000.
Yeah, Dracula 2000.
2000?
Lizzie Nielsen.
And
And
Blackula.
Dracula 2000.
And
2000.
Lost
Dracula
Boys.
from Brooklyn or whatever it was called.
Lima Charlie, put that into a term paper, turn it in, and you tell us what you get. Elise?
This is from Zapper. What do I do with all these socks? Let me tell you, man, I got tiny feet and I can wear a sock maybe 3 times before it's stretched out and then I can never use it again. So cherish them and just blaster them. If a sock is no longer comfortable, toss it because you've got another one waiting in the wings.
Make a puppet.
Yeah, make a puppet, Elise.
Oh, yeah, or make a puppet.
Come
or
on,
make
that's
a
like
puppet.
the one thing that you love, puppets.
Yeah,
Why don't you
I
do
also
that?
love warm feet.
You should try and tie them end to end as long as you possibly can, and then throw them over something really high and see if you can climb up.
Or escape something.
Or or climb down, yeah, if you're in maybe a prison, raids prison.
Make a whole men's suit
Yeah.
out of the socks.
Not bad.
I've always heard that you can masturbate into socks, although I've never done that before.
No, of
And
course
then you
not.
don't have to reuse it.
Oh,
New
so you
sock for every jerk.
have all these socks, hundreds of socks, just masturbate into them. Who cares?
The law has blessed mankind by saying all you have to do is cover your dick and balls, so why waste cloth on the rest of your body? Just pop a
point.
sock around and you're ready for the weekend.
Like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I say you build the father you never had. Sock
sock?
dad.
Sock dad. Just like Ghost Dad. But
That's
sock
Mr.
Dad.
Sock Dad to you.
Well, a little less rapey than Ghost Dad. Little.
Last question, Matt Peak.
All right, from
That's a tough
Papa
one.
Doro.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Really?
All right. In 2016, many of our favorite celebrities died. In 2017, many of our favorite celebrities were revealed to be diddlers. What will the unfortunate celebrity trend of 2018?
Death diddling. They'll be in the middle of diddling. They'll die. So you don't know what to feel.
Oh my gosh.
A corpse was discovered, like feeling up a kid at a party. But he's dead. His family's mourning him. But you're like, it's kind of like right in the middle of doing something really horrible. Yeah. So how do I react to this on Twitter? Because this is about me now.
Why did you do that, George Lucas?
I was going to say celebrities should explode. I would love to see spontaneous combustion from a number of celebrities, not for any particular reason other than it's spontaneous.
I think that some celebrities are just going to start disappearing.
Rapture,
Body Snatcher. We're just never going to see them.
Like Natalie Wood?
Like Hollow Man?
Hollow Man. We're going to see a trend of hashtag Hollow Manning. And
but only Kevin
that's
Bacon.
not when Peyton Manning deflates football, okay?
That was Tom Brady, but
I don't follow the sport. But we are going to see just a lot of celebrities go off the grid. We're never going to hear from them again. Say goodbye to Brendan Fraser while you can.
I think that thus far these trends have only affected a certain kind of celebrity. Human celebrity.
Oh.
I think what's coming down the pipe next, animal actors. Scandal after scandal, animal actors.
Not the
Air
buddies.
The Air Buddies.
No.
You got the Monkey Troubles.
No.
All of them.
Headline reads, Monkey Troubles, monkey accused of spreading raids.
You can't trust these Hollywood actors.
I think people are going to start realizing that most celebrities are horses.
yeah,
It's always tough to tell because the camera adds 10 pounds and makes you not look like a horse.
They always have long faces too.
But
Notice that.
I feel like Samsung's going to develop like a new camera. You're going to be like, my God, Mads Mikkelsen is a horse.
Huh,
Yeah.
I never knew. I never realized.
All those Dutch angles are really hiding the hooves.
Yeah, mostly hiding hooves.
In the accent.
All right, Peak, hit it.
I was just going to say death. It goes back and forth every other year between death and diddling.
Is that proven?
Really, every
It's a
year
circle of life.
Yeah. So Diddling's 2019.
Yeah, diddle does, little kids.
Yeah, because there's one version where Rafiki's holding up the lion, and there's another version where he's holding him up and jerking him off. I'd also like to add Bitcoin scandal. We're gonna see the greatest crash of celebrity wealth
just
of
Bruce.
all time. Bitcoin
Yeah.
scandal.
You tell me there's a celebrity among us that may get hit?
Then I'll be out on the street corner begging for bitcoins.
I lost hundreds of dollars.
I got bad news. It's only up 497%.
Oh, no.
No, it's already going down.
Not 500%.
You better untie all those dollar bills. You're gonna need them.
Wookiee Christmas Life Day from the Ewok movies.
That's not from the Ewok movies. It's from the Star Wars Christmas Holiday Special.
Whatever, who cares? It's fucking Peaks shit.
He's talking about the Star Wars Holiday
It's
Special.
Life Day, huh?
No one's seen it.
Okay,
No
I
one's
see
seen
you.
it.
All right.
I would probably be Doctor Who Memorial Wednesday
What? I don't know.
because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan.